When Eskom issued the power alert, it did make the point that on account of the challenges we have had at the Koeberg unit number 2, the challenges that we have had in relation to the 2 units at Kusile, unfortunately we had to initiate load shedding because we needed to protect and replenish our reserves. So we'll give you an account of where we are in megawatt terms. What are those the power stations or the units that have gone out? How far are we in relation to our own commitment and the level of ambition that we have set to ourselves during this window? We have made the point that we are confident that come Monday we should be in a position to get out of this current bout of load shedding. So we'll give you an account of where we at, and also confirm that indeed we are still on that track. And I think at an aggregate level, I want to make the following point, is that although we are still continuing to move in the right direction, if you had to do a longitudinal study where we started, an analysis rather, where we started in 2023 at the peak of load shedding, the intensity of planned maintenance on the back of the support that we have received from National Treasury, the trend line, the aggregate trend line is still going in the right direction. But I think the 3 episodes that we have had, the 1st of February, the 22nd of February, and now this 5th, 6th of March, have not helped to ensure that we remain on that course. So it's a significant setback, and that setback is immense. It's immense because it erodes the public confidence in our ability to finally resolve load shedding. It is immense because it disrupts the lives of ordinary people. It is immense because it also erodes, if you like, market confidence on our ability to ensure that we resolve load shedding. Although we do characterize it as a setback, and you will see that the degree to which we are able to go into that load shedding and come back quicker, I think just confirms the fact that we're getting this right. We are moving in the right direction. But what it does is that on aggregate terms, from the unplanned capacity loss factor, is that during this period, I think the past 3 weeks or so, we have seen that we have battled to remain below 14,000 megawatts. And in fact, during that period of stage 6 load shedding, we are going even much closer to 17,000 megawatts, which is what we had experienced during the intensity of load shedding. Of course, we are able to bring the units quicker. Of course, there's planned maintenance that has been aggressive. As we go into the winter period, it's going to taper down. We'll announce the winter outlook, I think, in the next 2 to 3 weeks, so it's a separate conversation. And there will give you the confidence that we have in relation to us navigating ourselves through a difficult period of winter, because at that time we'll be having additional generation capacity coming from Kusile unit number 6, additional generating capacity coming from Medupi unit number 4. But what this period, this window of the past 4 weeks suggests that if we are complacent, we are likely going to regress to the levels that we have seen during the intensity of load shedding.
What we have seen in the last week, which is essentially trying to explain what transpired and led to the events of yesterday, is that whilst we had done the maintenance, a number of units slipped in terms of their due dates for returning from outages. And we saw slippages in the order of about 1,500 megawatts that are adding to the unavailability, unplanned availability. And when that happens, and you have a combination of big units that have challenges, Koeberg is one of those that's been off for a week now. And you had a suboptimal coaling activities due to the intense weather in the vicinity of Kusile, as we saw Thursday evening into Friday. You have no room to respond. It is on the back of this that our attention is really shifting towards getting back the tight discipline of executing our maintenance and getting the return and reliability of the units from maintenance window to be such that we do not have this massive slippages adding pain to us. We've seen the unplanned capability loss factor rising from around 15,000, in the middle of the week, and yesterday running all the way to 18,000. This is what triggered the stage 3 load shedding in the middle of yesterday. What have we done since then? Since then, we've returned 3,200 megawatts by this morning. So quite a number of units came back, including those 2 Kusile units were back by last night at 10 p.m. And this morning, further units came through to give us that reduction in the unplanned losses. We're now sitting at about 4,500. Tomorrow we expect some 750 megawatts of capacity to come back, and the remaining 2,800 by Monday morning. This will include the return on Koeberg Unit 2 that's been on breakdown since last week Sunday for one reason, and subsequent to the resolution of that reason, we have encountered 2 separate challenges in the run-up to it, which are now getting attention. The last one getting attention as we speak, and we should be having that unit planned for return on Monday morning.